Hop into the Easter Garden extravaganza at shopontv.co.uk. This bank holiday is the perfect excuse to spruce up your garden. Whether you're hosting guests or just fancy a fresh new look outdoors, Shop on TV has you covered. And at cracking prices too. Up to 20% off barbecues and fire pits. £10 off selected garden hoses. Seasonal offers on tools, garden maintenance, outdoor living and so much more. Plus an extra special reason to shop. For every £50 you spend on garden products, we'll give you money off your total basket. Get £5 off when you spend £50, all the way up to £20 off when you spend £200. Spring into action and give your garden the makeover it deserves with Shop on TV.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Locke, with me. Now, anyone who's been watching us for any time will probably notice that things are a little different this evening. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially live from our studio that is Manchester adjacent, or Liverpool adjacent, or indeed, I believe, Wigan adjacent. Yes, we are live from our Warrington studio. I'm really here. It's just gone 1:07 a.m. Hello, hello, hello. And I tell you what, we have quite the show for you this evening. Now, I've got a question for you. Do you like to sleep? Well, don't do it just yet, because we're live till 3, but I do have a wonderful set of bedding for you that comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, or a 30-day sleep trial, if you prefer to look at it that way, which gets you a duvet and some pillows. Now, if you buy a single duvet, you're going to get 2 pillows. If you buy a double, a king or a super king, you get 4 pillows. This has a microfiber cover. It's got a microfiber cover. That's cover in English, by the way. It also, by the way, is machine washable. So are the pillows as well. Cotton cover. And you can tumble dry them too. And it's called the whole, I can't talk tonight. What's going on? The Hotel Collection, because it's got this beautiful, really crisp Arctic white sort of appeal to it. Now, you can shove it if you want to. No, obviously that's not the end of that sentence. You can shove it into a pillowcase or indeed a duvet cover. But I have to say, they look absolutely fantastic on their own. They really have that wonderful high-end look. The duvet is 13.5 tog, by the way. Quilted design as well for the ultimate in comfort, 30-degree wash, and they are anti-allergy as well. They have anti-allergy properties that help to aid a restful and peaceful night's sleep. And as I said, you do have a 30-night sleep trial. Look, if you went down to the local, I don't know, department store or your local pillow shop, have you ever heard of a sleep trial on a set of pillows or a duvet before? I certainly haven't. It doesn't matter. If you're not happy, if you don't like the feel, if you don't like the warmth, if you don't like the quality, if there's anything you don't love about this duvet and pillow set, then you can return it and get your money back. I mean, I think that's absolutely brilliant. And by the way, it is all British made as well. So if that matters to you, yes, it's British jobs that are making our British pillows and also the British duvets. Now, the prices are sensational as well. Have a little look as they pop up on your screen. Again, single, they're standard UK sizes as well. Single, double, king and super king. Now, once you've got bedding, and you probably have some existing bedding already, even if you're not going for the hotel collection, you might want a way to keep your mattress and your bedding absolutely clean. Now, this is the Gurmy. And what this does is, well, it's a mattress vacuum, but it's so much more. It's not just for for mattresses, rather. It's also potentially for your upholstery. It's for your soft furnishings. It could be for your drapes. And it has lots of different special features, this. Number one, it's handheld, it's very lightweight, it's easy to use, but it also is a very, very powerful vacuum. But on the bottom, let me show you my bottom, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the magic happens. So first of all, it's got these spring-loaded rollers, so it will follow the contours of whatever surface it is that it's vacuuming. But also, you see these red things here. Now, these are knurled, and they move up and down. They vibrate, or they move up and down essentially, at 3,000 times every minute, I believe. And that is essentially beating the mattress or the whatever it is that you're actually vacuuming. And so what that's helping to do is bring the dirt up to the surface and then in to the mouth of the vacuum cleaner. But wait, there's more, because we're going to fight mites and allergens. You've got a HEPA filter, so it's trapping 99.9% of all of the rubbish that you're vacuuming up. 3,000 micro vibrations a minute, as I mentioned. But wait, here it comes. Are you ready for this? It's got UV sterilization. That means that it's using UVC, and that is perilous to the little mites and microscopic things that may live. And when I say microscopic things that may live in your mattress or, you know, your pillow, your duvet, or what have you, I'm not just talking about dust mites, but also bed bugs and even fleas and things like that. So what the UVC does is it alters their DNA something. I don't know the science, I'm being perfectly honest. It doesn't matter though. What it does is it gets rid of the problem. Let's just call it that, okay? $79.99 down from $149.99, and it is on PayPal Pay in 3 as well. 3 payments of £28 and 31 pence if you wish to spread the cost interest-free. Honestly, this is one of our star products, and it's well worth having. Wait till you see the demonstration on it, because even like tonight, I've got all brand new, fresh, clean bedding, right? Never been slept on, never been used. I'll do a live demo on this later. You will be amazed what comes out. Just if it's just dust and traffic film and day-to-day living, body ash, leftover, you know, creepy crawlies and things like that. That you know, sometimes when the sun is beating through the window and you can see all this kind of stuff in the air. Well, when all of that settles, it settles on your things, and this will help you to vacuum them up. By the way, Sean and Hayley are watching. Hi, Sean. Hi, Hayley. How you doing? We always watch each other, you know. It's important that we support each other as colleagues. And we're all really excited. This is our first night live from Warrington, and on the set's great, everything. And by the way, we've got a brand new kitchen set that we'll reveal to you soon. And so we're going to be doing loads of new kitchen products. We're going to be we've got an amazing garden set as well. So, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, so you know our extravaganza thingamajig, right? If you go to shopontv.co.uk, you'll see the Easter garden extravaganza with that wonderful pun. If you click on that, you can see all the different products that you might want to buy. We've got, I mean, just about everything you can think of, including we've got solar lights, there are fire pits, there are all kinds of good things. There are even barbecue books. Now, wait, stop right now. Oh, Leslie, no. Look! See that barbecue? Now that's a 4-burner barbecue, but actually it's a 5-burner barbecue because it's got a side burner. Or if that's too big for you, we've got a 3-burner barbecue, but that's actually a 4-burner barbecue because it has a side burner as well. But wait till you see when you put those into your basket how much they come down to. The savings are absolutely mahoosive. So Leslie, our producer, there's even a gazebo there as well. We've got water features coming out of our ears as well. There are stretch seats. There are barbecue tools. There's so much. Which fire pit should we use today? Leslie's picked one. Okay. There are the water features. Now, we've even got massive savings on Roofix if you want to stock up on that, and also Black Magic. There are gardening tools and so on and so forth. But so let's go to the basket, shall we? Because Leslie's been filling her boots, as you're about to see. She does like to fill her boots, especially using PayPal, she says. Now, look, she's got some, is that Roofix in there? Roofix is down to 161 from 179, and these discounts are automatically applied. Just Wear algae remover, perfect season for that. That's come down in price. Look at that barbecue, the big one. Oh, no, sorry, the 3-burner. That's come down to, what is it, 3? I can't see from this distance. So $499 to $375, and the big one, $549, down to £419. And those are big gas barbecues from Tower. Look at these water features are amazing, down to 72 quid. I really like the Well. Now, the Well is a bigger one. That comes down to about £81, doesn't it, I think? I can't quite see from 81. Yeah, can't quite see from this distance. The Rocks are £72. So essentially, you're getting 10% off. Or if you look at it this way, if you spend £50, then you get a £5 off. If you spend £100, you get a tenner off. £150, £15, £200, £20 off. Simple. And also, you can add those, like if anything you're buying, like if you're buying the Gurmey or if you're buying the Slumber Sleep or anything else from the show tonight, then you can, when you put those into your basket, you will get, you can add gardening products in as well, and you're going to get all of those amazing discounts. So, oh, Paul from Peterborough is watching. Hello, Paul in Peterborough. Hello, good morning, sir. Can I let you into a little secret? He's actually one of our directors. He's the best director, actually. And he told me to say that. So sorry, Kieran, you're great. I mean, I'm not going to knock Kieran because he will literally come into the studio and slap me. He's done it before. And he's nearly, what are you, nearly 40, aren't you? The big 4-0 in when? A few days. So apparently he wants the day off. And I said, of course you can't. We're so happy to be live from our Warrington studio. We've recorded shows up here. You've seen clips of it, but now you get to see it every night. And you know, we're always investing in the quality of what we do for you here at Shop on TV. And by the way, speaking of, and lots of people online as well. Hello, hello, hello. We have tonight my mattress. So I actually, oh, it's also Leslie's mattress. We don't share the same mattress, just to be absolutely clear about that. That would be weird, because we're colleagues, you know. I just don't see her that way. I know she's got a bit of a thing for me, but then who doesn't, you know? He doesn't, but he is my son. That would be very weird. No, the cocoon mattress is really good. So it's the silk mattress. It is the anti-dust mite. I call it the anti-dust mite mattress because it doesn't have special coatings and things like that. Mites just don't like to live naturally in silk because it's a natural fibre and it's a very dry environment for them. So it's a bit like the Sahara Desert. Some people venture in, but nobody would really think about living there full time, you know what I mean? So it has multiple layers of comfort as well. I have the Super King, and so essentially you have the barrier of silk, but there's silk inside, and there's also, I tell you, when you buy this from us, you get silk on the top. You're going to get, and here's the thing, let me back up a bit. With the cocoon mattress, there are two models. There is the standard model, if you want to call it that, which does not have a topper. And then you have the premium, which does have a topper. But our prices are so good that you're going to pay the price for the standard and you're going to get the premium. So the single is normally £549. That's what you would pay for the premium, right? But we'll give you, the standard would normally be £339, but you're paying that now and getting the premium with the topper. And the topper is absolutely chock full of mulberry silk, which is literally it's AAA grade mulberry silk, the finest silk that money can buy. Delivery is £9.95 on all of those. And that does also include pickup because you have got a 60-night sleep trial. So you can enjoy this mattress, treat it like your own, before you decide to keep it. And if for any reason you decide you don't want to keep it, you just make a phone call and people will be sent to wherever your mattress is and they will collect it and you will get every single penny of your money back, except obviously for the postage and packing because we've got to pay the delivery people, right? So all standard sizes, all standard, they'll take all standard size bedding as well. They're lovely and thick and I'm so happy with my mattress. I truly, honestly, I love it. I absolutely love it. Because it's a top of the range mattress, but it has so many properties. The thing about silk, AAA grade mulberry silk, is it helps to keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. This is the time to buy it. As the weather now starts to get hot, get yourself mulberry silk bedding. The duvet we have tonight. Next week, we also have a very special Thursday night into Friday, a very special mulberry silk show. It's taken us months to get the stock back in, and because the thing about mulberry silk is it's seasonal. You know, the not the cocoons, what do they call them? The larvae, the worms, they're seasonal, but also the worms, the silk worms, are fed on mulberry leaves, specifically white mulberry leaves, and those are seasonal. So if you feed a worm on white mulberry leaves, you get the highest quality silk that money can buy. And the thing about the company that makes these mattresses, which is the official mulberry silk company, if the worms aren't available, or if the mulberry silk isn't available, if the mulberry leaves aren't available, they just stop production. They do not make the products. So essentially the products are seasonal too. Because in this top, you've got literally miles, maybe 10, 11, 12 miles of full strand mulberry silk. When a cocoon is wrapped around the worm, obviously the worm does that part, they're there to protect it against really extreme weather changes and temperature changes and things like that. Also to protect it from predators. Silk is the second strongest substance known to man, apart from spider's web, which is number one, on a sort of proportionally speaking. If you had a girder of steel and the same size in silk, the silk would be stronger. But here's the thing, right? So the silk itself, it's such high quality that when the cocoon from the worm is removed, it's soaked in water and it expands to its full length, and they're 1 to 2 miles in length each cocoon of a pure strand of silk. And all of the mulberry silk products, including cocoon, which is one of them, are made from that full strand. They're not little offcuts. They're genuine full strands that are literally woven into the topper in this particular case, and then you've got this cassette formation that is stitched to hold everything in place. Also, up to 30% of its own weight in moisture, silk will wick away. So it also not only helps you keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter, it also keeps you dry as well. We sweat about roughly about, I think it's about a pint a night. Some more, some less. Where does that go? It goes into your mattress, doesn't it? And if you've got a sprung mattress, a regular sort of serpentine sprung mattress, it starts to rot the metal or rust the metal. Now this has pocket springs, because when the Mulberry Silk Company were making the mattresses, they asked a very large panel of people, what do you prefer? So there are individual pocket springs in here. And so that means, because they're individual, there's no transfer of motion. So if somebody gets into one side of the bed and you're asleep, it doesn't wake you up. And in fact, actually, so Ray, who is one of the most phenomenal people I've ever had the good fortune to meet in my life, he is the owner of RK Sales, Ray Kennedy, Ray K Kennedy Sales. They are the official distributor of mulberry silk products from the official Mulberry Silk Company in this country. And so he will explain to you even more these incredible properties of this incredible silk.
Mulberry silk, of course, keeps you warm in the winter, cool in the summer, stops you sweating, or you sweat less, let's put it that way. It'll take away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. People who overheat in bed, it really is the mattress you should be sleeping on.
Yeah.
Now, the pillow top, we make 3 different mattresses. We make the regular, we make the premium, and the premium plus. Now, what we're offering today is a wonderful bargain, actually, for any viewer watching. We are offering the viewers a chance to get the premium plus for the price we would normally charge for the regular, everyday, bog standard mattress. Now, you'll find I've got a cut down version of it here. You can see it. You can see just how beautiful that is. Yeah, lovely, isn't it?
It is lovely, yeah.
Pet bed, yeah. This top layer is extra silk, and you'll find when you sleep in this, it really just is the most perfect thing to sleep on.
Yeah. So on the regular mattresses, there's silk inside with all those, but this, you're sleeping right on it. And
yes,
again,
but the silk inside the mattress all the way up in one of the layers, then there's extra silk in top and plenty of it. Now, the important thing to remember with this mattress, it is a support mattress. When you sleep on it, you don't sort of go into a recess. I keep using this word recess because mattresses, memory foam, do tend, according to what the public tell us, I'm only repeating what the public have told me for the last 18 months. You'll find me somewhere, or somebody from our company, at every live exhibition in Britain. For 250 days out of 350 days every year, we will be talking to the public about their bedding likes and their dislikes. So they tell us that they prefer pocket-sprung mattresses. And what we have done is taken a pocket-sprung mattress, filled it with silk, given it a 10-year warranty, a 60-day trial period. It'll be delivered to you. You put it in the bed, you sleep on it for 60 days. If after 60 days you decide you don't like it, and that's virtually impossible, you simply lift the telephone, one telephone call, you phone us up, we will send you a special bag, you pop it in the bag, we come and collect it, and we refund every penny that you paid for this mattress.
It's all about a good night's sleep, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? These mattresses are so comfortable. Now, they are medium firm, so if you like a medium firm mattress, this is definitely the one I would recommend. And yeah, do Thursday night into Friday, do check out the Mulberry Silk duvets and pillows, because they are phenomenal. I've had Mulberry Silk for years and years and years. They're so luxurious. But it's so hard to get them in stock and so hard to keep them in stock. So that will be a special show coming back into stock for the first time in quite a few months, because they've been held up in, you know, canals and shipping and customs and all kinds of stuff like that. So we finally got them. Right. Now, let me just very quickly go through the prices again for you, just to confirm. Remember, the prices in red, the usual prices, those are the prices for the premium mattress. The prices in blue, which are our current prices, are the prices for the standard version, which doesn't have the topper. But you're getting the premium with the topper for the price of the standard without, if that makes sense. Excuse me. So 339 is the single, 419 is the double, 469 the king, and 499 the super king. But remember, dust mites do not like to live in silk. And so this is a duvet, sorry, not a duvet, what do you call it? This is a mattress that, if you are an allergy sufferer, it would be, I would suggest, an incredibly good choice. 10-year warranty. A mattress that has a 10-year warranty. If anything goes wrong with it in the next decade, you know once you buy this, it's the last mattress you've got to buy for at least 10 years. But it doesn't stop working after 10 years. You know, obviously it keeps going. But also you have got a 60-night sleep trial. So please don't decide now. Don't make your mind up now. Get it at home. You can take it out of the packaging. You can throw all the packaging away. I believe there is a bag actually that comes with it, that if you're going to return it, you can put it in just to keep it clean in the truck when it's being returned. So keep that one. But you can put your own sheets on it. You can jump up and down on it. You can roll about on it. You can sit up and read a book in bed. You can watch your TV. You can do whatever you like. You can even have some lady, well, no, hang on, let me be careful how I put this. You can do what lovers do on your mattress. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. So you really can put it through its paces. In other words, treat it like your own. And if you don't love it, you can make one phone call and someone will come and collect it, take it away, and you get every penny of your money back. Now, Maurice would like me to say good morning. Hey, Maurice, how you doing? I know, he said it's a long bus ride back to Croydon from, I know, but fortunately, so what we'll do is we'll come up here and we stay up here. So I've only got to go round the corner to the Premier Inn, which is lovely. It's so nice. Honestly, this studio is the best studio I've ever worked in. Daniel Harrison owns this studio. He is one of the most incredible people I've had the good fortune to know in my life, and it's taken a long time planning this to accommodate us up, because it's a big operation what we do every single night live, but also the sets are being expanded and improved upon, and he does beautiful sets, he does beautiful work. All the little when you see these sets, look at the details, all the little whatsits in all this stuff in the shelves. We've got Rich on the cameras. Rich is a wonderful cinematographer and videographer, and he can do incredible, like for example, he might just start to zoom in on me in a very, very careful. Now, he wouldn't normally do that unless his director asked him to do that. And I'm not the director. I'm the executive producer. Ha ha! No. But he's just brilliant. So the whole team up here, and we've got David, who's the floor manager. I quite like David. He's all right. Yeah, he's my son. And we've got Leslie, she's producing in the control room, and the amazing Kieran is directing. He's the director. He's the one that tells people what to do. And he's now said, now Rich has been sanctioned to do what we call a push-in. This is a push-in. It's a zoom-in. In television terms, we call it a push-in. We've got state-of-the-art cameras up here. State-of-the-art technology. You know, it's big, thanks to you, Shop on TV has become such a major success. We're becoming part of the public consciousness because this is the place you tune in every night to get the bargains, isn't it? It's always worth checking before you go to bed, even if we are late to start, as we did tonight at 1:07. But we do our very best to be market beating every single time. Now, sometimes you can go too close, but there's I know what's going to happen here. When it comes to me, there is no such thing as too close. Here's Bev. No, actually, I would have just thrown to the video, but I need to show you this. This is my Gurmy. Gummy, 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 a vac after midnight. Won't somebody cut? What are the lyrics? Won't somebody help me get the bed bugs away? Yeah. Here to explain it better than I is the wonderful Bev Hare. And Bev, what's this all about?
Gurmy has actually been going over 100 years. They're one of the largest manufacturer of small electrical appliances in Italy. So it's been going a long time. And they brought out this little machine. And as I say, I didn't really know I needed one, but boy, do you need one. Now, first of all, I know in the paper there's been a lot about bed bugs. They're on the rise, you know, the hotels are worried about them. And the thing is, we bring them home, we go on holiday, we actually bring them home in the suitcase. And then they join us and we want to get rid of them. So, I know vacuuming, conventional vacuum, will do that up to a point, but it won't do anything to the eggs. So this has been designed because this uses UVA. Now UVA set at the right frequency, and what it actually does, it alters the DNA structure of the egg before it hatches out. Okay, but obviously, you know, look at for your own research, but that's exactly what it does. It uses UVC because there's UVA, UVB and UVC.
Right.
Now UVC we can't see with our eyes.
But
okay?
C is the one that the Gurmy is...
C is the one that they use within the machine.
Okay.
And that is what alters the DNA structure of the animal. Because if you think what we're doing is we're using more chemicals and the animals are becoming more resistant to them, and then we're increasing the strength of the chemical, which then does damage to fabrics and also doesn't do us any good. So this is why Gurmy have developed this. It's a more humane way of getting rid of bed bugs and dust mites as well. Does exactly the same thing, and there's not a chemical inside. So all you need to do, switch it on. Your mattress, any soft furnishing you have. That could be pillows, the carpets, that can also be your rugs, pet beds especially, curtains or any soft fabric that you have. But also, which I didn't realise, is that the bed bugs can also live in furniture.
Right.
So if you buy second-hand furniture, which we've all done in our time, you can actually bring the eggs in on the furniture.
See.
So therefore you can give this a quick rub over with that. Yeah. Now it turns at 3,000 revolutions per minute. That is the vibration of the machine that's lifting any of the bed bugs and the dust that gets trapped into the mattress and the fabric. It vibrates it, brings it up to the surface. You then run over that surface with the UVC light, which is altering that structure and killing those bed mites and the bed bugs.
So it's the combination then, the powerful combination of your 3,000 vibrations per minute,
yes,
your UVC light,
yes,
and the power, the sheer power, because I can feel it.
Yes.
It's not noisy, it's not intrusive, but I can just feel whenever you turn it on, I can feel
you
this
can feel the power
concentration
that's
of
in
power.
there.
Yeah.
It's equivalent to 10 kPs of power from your vacuum cleaner. And yes, we can lift a vacuum cleaner on and probably run it over the mattress, which is fine, and you might get a small percentage of them and also the allergens. But what you're not doing is killing the eggs and the mites and the bed bugs themselves. And this is what this has been designed to do.
Okay, and the very fine filter as well, designed to gather that safely.
Now, this is a brand new mattress, as you can see. So I've just gone over that and just this cushion just here. Now,
these are just props in our studio, but they all look pretty clean to me.
Yes,
this cushion looks rather new. The mattress, like you say, Bev,
nobody's
looks rather
slept in it, have they?
No, so I'm not expecting you to actually
no, not an awful lot. But this is the filter that you've got. So
you can
that's the bit we can see, and those little tiny black grain-like. In fact, they look very suspect to me. Okay.
Really? Oh,
okay. Right.
Oh wow. Oh goodness me! So when I was reading up a little bit,
yes,
you wanted this demonstration to be like fresh for me.
Yes,
you wanted me to be wowed. So it's the first time I'm seeing this. How do I feel about this? I feel a bit itchy and uncomfortable, to be honest. I can't help but but it also suggested that you do all this outside. So we're only doing inside for the demonstration of the telly to show you. But that you take this over your bin outside, wouldn't you?
Well, you can do, or you just wash it, because it's a washable filter. It's a HEPA filter, so it's going to filter out 99.9% of the allergens that's in the atmosphere, the dust mites, obviously your bed bugs. But as you can see, this is also dead skin cells, the grey bit, because we shed 1.5 million dead skin cells every day. Now, I should be like twiggy now, but obviously it's not working. Yeah. But where do they go?
Yeah, where do you...
Into the atmosphere.
Into things
the bed.
Touch, I suppose, as I'm touching this chair. I'm standing up and sitting down, I'm putting my hands on it.
And that's exactly what we are living with. Yeah. So if you think about soft furnishing, so that's your curtains, that's also your three-piece suite, pet beds for a start, absolutely fantastic for those, because not only does it alter the DNA structure of the bed bugs and the dust mites, it also alters the DNA structure of the pet fleas.
Right.
Please don't use it on the pets, because...
Not directly on the pet, obviously. Have a little look here at some of the uses in action in the real world as well. So, you know, a heavy weighted blanket, a quilt, a throw, anything soft furnishing wise. I mean, you know, it might be something that does fit into the washing machine, but particularly things that don't fit in a washing machine or aren't really accessible by the vacuum. But also, to add to it, this is high power. Remember, 3,000 vibrations with that revolution per minute, combined with the power of the UVC light, is giving you that extra, like I say, power or functionality above and beyond passing with a usual vacuum cleaner or using in a usual wash. It might be something that me and my wife consider bringing with us now when we go on our yearly holiday to caravan. Now, okay, they're always clean when we get there, or I thought this studio was clean before I sat down. I shall be having words. But what about in the car as well, Bev?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
okay.
You can use it in the car. You can, like we've said, take it to the caravan, clean inside there. We've just come back from France a few weeks ago, and to be honest, I will be very sort of put my hand up. I did actually take mine with me.
Did you? Good.
Because they'd had so much in the paper that France was having such a bad time with them. And I thought, well, you know, I'm going to take it because it doesn't take any putting in the car. And the thing is, it's peace of mind, you know. And when I strip the bed, every time I do that, I just run over the mattress with this. So it's peace of mind knowing that I'm doing the best I can without having to spend money on chemicals, you know, having to literally breathe the chemicals in. You know, okay, I can steam clean, and I do steam clean because obviously it's not just about getting rid of those, it's refreshing and deodorizing, so your steam will do that.
But here you're actually vacuuming up,
absolutely,
you're collecting as well.
Yes, yeah.
I like it. It's about having the right tools at home. So yes, you fly the flag for high quality brands like Gurmy. You steam clean and you combine it with your mattress vac at the same time. You can't really go wrong. Here it is. Here's what you're getting, and it actually comes with the HEPA filter inside already. If you want to add a spare or replacement HEPA filter to your order today, have a look at the side of your screen just beneath the main details, 968060 to order your spare one. Just $12.99 plus the usual postage. Factor all that in. But look, big red cross for the mites, the bacteria, and also allergens. Actually, you know, is this quite a good time of year? $28.31 on 3 payments with your postage included on that if you're doing it on PayPal with your PayPal Pay in 3. Usual price $149.99, but it's down to $79.99 right now, which is a phenomenal saving. I mean, seriously, 853766. But yeah, on the phone if you want to order it, 0333241241. But Bev, is this a nice time of year, do you reckon, to reboot? I mean, we're talking about spring cleaning, but you know, any time of the year, it's probably good to just have a refresh.
Absolutely, yes, because from March till August, that's when they start to become quite prolific. So you have to be careful. But I think we have pollen, we have dust mites, we have the bed bugs around. So whenever I strip the bed, I just run round with this. It takes me about 2 minutes. So it doesn't matter, because whether it's January, whether it's September or whenever, you are going to be able to change the bed and at least help to make your environment a lot healthier for yourself. You're not putting a chemical on. You're not having to live with that chemical in the fabric that you're spraying it on. You know, you're just using a different method. I mean, this uses the UVC method. Now, you cannot see this light, so when you get your machine home and you plug it in, don't expect to see a blue light glowing at you. That's not UVC. UVC is measured in nanometers, and what it is, the spectrum is so wide, we as humans cannot see that. So, but it's there, and therefore this part of it is your vibration discs. That's what's making any of the debris of any dead skin cells, anything like that.
Dislodging,
it's vibrating.
So the 3,000 revolutions and vibrations a minute are giving that sort of bounce and action to the bed, which is what's helping the vac.
Yes.
So it's dislodging.
Yes, absolutely. That's what it's doing. So whether you want to do it on fabric or whether you want to do it on your mattress, but not only on your mattress, what about being able to do around the bed?
Yeah.
You know, it's not just about that. Also, if you've got rugs, then why not do it?
So the higher pile is not bothering.
No,
it
doesn't matter what it is,
smooth,
because you've got nothing that's going to get wrapped in it.
Yeah.
Also, remember your bed head, okay? So you can use it for the bed head, because what you're doing there, all the pollen and the dead skin cells, you're helping to remove.
So you're dislodging it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then think to yourself is, well, I'll do the curtains, but also the chairs. It takes you literally seconds. And as I say, I know you probably think to yourself is, well, I can do it with my normal vacuum, which is fine, but your normal vacuum doesn't have the UVC on.
I understand.
And that's what is actually helping to kill the bed mites, the bed bugs, dust mites. I mean, there are 2,000 dust mites in 1 ounce of dirt.
2,000 in 1 ounce?
In 1 ounce, yeah.
Wow.
Which is like a teaspoon.
That's, yeah, that's why you need one of these Gurmies. Now, we had some questions, but we are live, by the way, if you've just tuned in. That was a recording with Bev and Matt, obviously. But look, we're in the same set. How's that happening? We're live from our Warrington studio. Do check out our garden extravaganza as well. We have really amazing savings on our what do you call it, on garden products and such. But I just wanted to draw your attention to the mattress for a second, because we had a question from, was it Stuart? And Stuart wanted to know, whether all of the mattresses, in all of the sizes, whether they come with the topper. Yes. So again, they're in the Cocoon mattress range. Can't quite read that. Let me see. When I look at the website, it doesn't say that I'm going to be upgraded to the mattress with the topper. Are all the mattresses the premium version? Yes, Stuart, they absolutely are. So even though you are paying the price for the standard version that doesn't have this topper, everybody gets, for the price of the standard, the premium, which does have the topper. So you're basically saving even more money, because you're getting a great price on a mattress anyway, but every one that you get will have the premium topper, which is full. This is like a mulberry silk duvet inside, on top of your bed, essentially. And again, all of those incredible properties of silk that we will go back to and talk about shortly. But I just want to talk about, if I may, and draw your attention to our incredible hotel collection. We have a duvet with a microfiber cover. This is so soft. It's so plush, it's so lush, it's so gorgeous. And when you buy a single, you're going to get 2 pillows as well. This is 13.5 TOG, by the way, with a microfiber cover. Machine washable, 30 degrees, and you can put it in the tumble dryer. And then you get 2 pillows. But if you get the double, if you get the King or the Super King, then you will get 4 pillows. They are also machine washable. They're a medium firm feel, and they are also you can tumble dry them too. Luxury quilted design, made in the United Kingdom, made in Britain, and all of that. And a while ago, in this very studio, in this very set, our amazing Sean and Hayley, they put this through its paces, and they delved deeply into why you need to get this incredible set.
Hello, welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Sean Crawley.
Together we're Shaylee, and together we've got a sleeping solution which we always love. Duvet and pillows for the prices you're going to see on your screen.
Brilliant prices. We've got all sizes from single through to Super King for you. The great thing is you're not only getting the duvet, as Hayley said, you're getting the pillows as well. So with your single size, you get 2 pillows. With your double, your King and your Super King, you're actually going to get 4 of these pillows that you see here. They're the luxury finish that you see to the pillow itself. That gorgeous quilted design that you can see there. Everything's machine washable as well.
Which is fabulous. Pillows and duvet. So if this is for the kids, any accidents, it's not the end of the world. Throw them into the washing machine. They're going to wash brilliantly. You've got a lovely, as well, full pillow. So often you buy a pillow, and when you put the pillowcase in, the pillowcase is all flappy. There's no support. Looks like it's got a really lovely support.
Great loft to it.
For your neck, for your head. It's going to really give you that feeling of comfort all night long.
And it's got a great bounce back as well, Hayley. So how many times do you spend fluffing up those pillows, plumping your pillows when you get out of bed? This has got a nice natural bounce back, and that's due to the amount of filling in there.
It
really
is
well filled.
Super full, so it's going to look great on the bed, but it's going to feel great under your head and under your neck. Then the duvet itself, now it's got a super softness to it, and this is that lovely microfiber. But what you've got is a really nice weight to it as well, because it's a duvet that's not too heavy, but it's not too light.
Yeah, it's the Goldilocks.
Yeah, it is.
It's just right.
Just right. And it's a 13.5 TOG, which is one of the most popular TOG ratings.
Yeah, it is in the UK. 13.5 TOG, one of the most popular ratings when it comes to your duvet weight. Like Hayley said, it's not too heavy, but it's going to keep you nice and warm and snug. It's got the channel design that you see, so the filling's actually placed into these channels, so it's sealed into there. So I don't know if you ever remember those duvets where you'd shake the duvet when you make the bed and all the filling
everything would be one end, wouldn't it? So you know it's always going to be nice and even, and as you wash it as well time and time again, or even just throw it over the sort of line to air it perhaps, you know, every now and again, you'll find it really sort of refreshes it when you just put it outside. But the fact you can throw that in the washing machine, if you have got little ones perhaps going into bed for the first time, any accidents in bed, it's not the end of the world. Throw not just the duvet cover, put the duvet in, put the pillows in. And pillows, I think it's really important to be able to wash them, because your head, and if you're a little bit of perhaps a dribbler at
Well,
night,
what if you've got a cold?
Yeah.
You know, in this seasons as we go through summer, winter, autumn, spring.
Everything's right there in that pillow, isn't it? If perhaps you spent a few days in bed not feeling so well, you can wash your sheets and you can wash your covers, but you can't so often wash your pillows.
Hang on, we forgot to mention the most important thing.
Oh my word,
because
yes, stop everything.
Stop, hold everything.
So though you've got an amazing price, though you do have, if you get the single, you get the duvet and 2 pillows. If you've got the other sizes, you've got the duvet and 4 pillows for the prices you see on your screen. You've also got an opportunity to get these home.
A 30-night
and try them.
Sleep trial for you to test it out at home and make sure it's just right for you.
How
Obviously,
great is
terms
that?
and conditions apply. You can check those out on the website. 439513 is your item number, whether you go for single, double, king or super king. That gorgeous quilted design on the pillows, the channel design on the duvet, which means the filling doesn't move around.
So nicely made.
It's a super soft, it feels like silk, a microfiber finish on the outside of the actual duvet itself. Lovely and soft. And then on the inside, you've got a hollow fibre filling with a 13.5 TOG rating.
And a really nice weight to sleep under as well. Not too light, not too heavy. Lovely feeling to it. We were saying about the pillows earlier, just when we were looking at everything and talking about it. You wouldn't need to put, if you didn't want to, sort of a protector over there. You know, sometimes we put a protector over the pillow and then we put our pillowcase over the top of that. Because they're machine washable, and there's no need, and it has such a beautiful feeling.
Yeah, this
design
is
over the top.
Proper luxury end, isn't it, with that quilted finish? And like you say, if you don't have pillow protectors, it's okay. They can go into the washing machine. What I would also say when it comes to your duvet itself, if you want to upgrade the size of your duvet to the size of your bed. Now, we say this because it gives you a lovely drape over the bed.
Sometimes you look in the magazines, don't you, and you see these lovely bed sort of settings and you think, oh gosh, that looks fantastic. What you'll find they often do is they put a bigger duvet onto the bed to give that amazing drape. So, and it really hides everything under the bed as well, if you sort of stick things under the bed. So if you want to do that, if you've got a double bed, but you want to go for the king size, it just gives you a really nice effect. And when it's so affordable, so easy to do that as well.
Remember, your single size comes with 2 pillows. Your double, your king and your super king all come with 4 of those gorgeous luxury quilted pillows. You've got a duvet that'll go in the washing machine, same with your pillows. So for me, that just elongates the life.
I think it's the nicest thing, isn't it, when you have a clean bed and when you've got clean sheets on. I think we sleep better, don't we? There's something about a clean bed. But actually, if we're putting clean sheets and a clean duvet cover onto a dirty duvet, onto dirty pillows, it's not so clean, is it? When you've got a duvet cover and, you know, an actual duvet itself that's machine washable, it's going to feel ultra clean when you've washed it all. The pillows are washable as well. And I do think in that situation, it just gives you that feeling that you get into bed and you just feel so relaxed. And that's so important to help you get that better night's sleep. The lovely thing with this is you've got great support with the pillows. So if you do normally wake up with a bit of a funny neck, it's perhaps your pillows that are causing that. Change your pillows. And of course, you've got such a great deal because the pillows come alongside the duvet. So giving you a really nice support, but a comfortable support. But I love as well the fact you've got a really lightness to the duvet, but it's not too light. Because again, there's so many things that can upset our sleep. If you've got a heavy duvet, and perhaps as you're getting older, it's difficult to push that duvet off to jump out to go to loo. This this is going to get a nice lightness, so it's nice and easy to throw the duvet off, run off to the toilet, but also it's not too light. Perhaps you've tried duvets and you just think, I just need a little bit more weight. It really is the Goldilocks. It just feels absolutely perfect. And there's a lovely softness to it, and there's a nice loft that goes through the whole of the duvet as well. And because of the design, it will very much always stay like that. It's a really nice idea to change your bed and to change your bedding and to change your bedroom, because it can make such a difference. So important to get a good night's sleep. And if your bedroom is cluttered and it's not tidy and it's, you know, you haven't got the right things in that room, it can disturb the way you feel. So if you've got a bed with a nice new duvet that isn't going to cost you a fortune, some really lovely pillows, and then perhaps treat yourself to a new duvet cover, that feeling really can make a difference and help you get that better night's sleep night after night. We should look after ourselves so much better, and sometimes we forget about the important things, and a good night's sleep is so important. And I know when we changed our duvet, when we bought ourselves a new duvet cover, it was ridiculous, wasn't it? We hadn't changed the bed, we hadn't changed anything else.
What a difference
difference it made.
Yeah, if you want to go for this, 439513 is the item number. Remember, you're going to get 2 pillows with the single and 4 pillows with the double king and super king. But most important of all, you get to try it out. You've got a 30-night sleep trial.
And that is a wonderful thing. Obviously, check the terms and conditions, get directly in touch with Slumber, but you really will have the opportunity with Slumber Sleep to get this home, try it, sleep under them, put your head onto them and see the difference it's going to make. So if you're thinking, I wonder, really, Hayley, will it make a difference if I change the duvet? Will it make a difference if I change the pillows? I truly believe it will, but you've got 30 days to find out. And don't forget, all of it machine washable. So whether you're buying for yourself, whether you're buying for the kids, whether you've got kids going into bed for the first time, it's not the end of the world if there's any accidents. Perhaps you've got someone that's spending quite a lot of time in bed and they're having to eat in bed and things, and you never feel that the bed is properly clean because you know the pillows aren't washed, the duvet isn't washed. You wash the covers, but it never seems that it's truly clean because someone's spending a lot of time in bed. This is really nice because you can wash absolutely everything. And don't forget, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the pillows seem to have this beautiful fullness to them. So it really is going to allow you to have the support I think you need for your head and your neck.
Definitely. That's what you want. You want comfort and support from a pillow itself, and you've got both here.
So many pillows just completely flatten down instantly, don't they?
How many times are you folding a pillow over, getting an extra pillow? With these, the great thing is you've got a great loft to the pillow. You've got that gorgeous quilted design around the outside. So like you were saying, Hayley, you don't really need a pillow protector because these will go in the washing machine and they've already got that quilted design on the outside.
You often buy a pillow protector that looks like that, don't you, to go on top of a pillow, and you really don't need it. For me, visually, they're going to look great on the bed as well because they have got this lovely plumpness, this fullness to them.
And great bounce back,
It is when
Hayley.
you put your head onto them that you're really going to appreciate that filling really is throughout the whole of that pillow.
I love the shape and design. Obviously, there's standard UK size pillows as well. So all your Oxford and housewife pillowcases, they'll fit perfectly.
And they'll fit properly. How often do you put a pillowcase on? And because the actual pillow is so floppy and thin, the actual pillowcase is all floppy all the way around it. It doesn't fill it at all. Whereas you can see there, that will fill a pillowcase beautifully. But obviously the most important thing is comfort, and I truly believe you will get great comfort from these pillows as well. Love the fact that with the single you do get 2 pillows, but with the other sizes you get 4, which is fabulous because a lot of us do like to have that look to the bed,
and
don't
look
we?
at
So you can double up.
Look how great they're going to look on the bed. So what I would do is obviously have them side on the bed. So if you like that real hotel look in your bedroom with really full pillows, that's exactly
what you've got. And if you like to sit up in bed and read, or perhaps you like to on a Sunday morning sit and read the newspapers, but you never get that support from your pillows, these are going to be great pillows for that as well.
But you can try them. That's the great thing
that is the thing. If you're thinking, should I, shouldn't I, amazing prices, but you can actually get these home and sleep under the duvet. Put your head onto these pillows. You've got a 30-night sleep trial. Just check out the terms and conditions.
And you can see quilted design on your pillows, really top-end luxury pillows. You've got machine washable on your duvet and your pillows, and anti-allergy properties for that better night's sleep.
It can make such a difference. They're things that are so important, especially, you know, as you go through the seasons of the year. It's getting the right ingredients to a good night's sleep, and I truly do think this can make such a difference. Don't forget 13.5 TOG, which is one of the most popular TOG ratings, but don't forget as well a lovely weight to it. It's not too heavy. Some duvets are just too heavy. You struggle to get out of bed, or you just feel like you're weighed and stuck in bed. You're fighting with that duvet. But then it's not too light, because we do like a little bit of weight, don't we? So it does seem to be the Goldilocks duvet weight-wise.
It certainly does. Simple to order. You can check everything out on the website, shopontv.co.uk. 439513 is your item number. You just got to choose your size. Remember, your single comes with 2 of the pillows, your double, your king and your super king come with 4 of those pillows and a 30-night sleep trial. You can still order on the phone. 033 33 241 241 is the phone number if you want to call the call centre, and the call centre are open 24/7 to take your orders.
And get it home and try it. If you're not sleeping well, perhaps it is the fact it's your duvet. Perhaps that's driving mad. You're kicking it off, you're putting it on, you feel your duvet's too heavy, you feel it's too light. Or perhaps it is your pillows. Perhaps you wake up with that funny neck in the morning. Perhaps you haven't changed your pillows or duvet for years and years. And think about what could be happily sort of living inside there, possibly, because they've not been washed for all that time. The wonderful thing is, everything is machine washable. Your duvet and your pillows, so allowing you to have that cleanliness to your bed, which I think is so important, because we spend so much of our time in bed. Do they say we spend a third of our life in bed? Well,
ideally we should spend a third of our life in bed, but I think we spend
about that.
No, we spend more time in bed than we do doing anything else in our life.
And it's our repair time.
It should be a
recharge time. We know our phones won't work unless we plug them in and charge them. Well, we don't work unless we we can't be plugged in and charged. But getting a good night's sleep is recharging our batteries. So actually, what you're sleeping under and what you're popping your head onto can make such a difference.
Yeah, and you're getting a great collection here.
And a great price.
Yeah, fabulous prices.
And 30 nights to try.
Yes.
Just check your terms and conditions, but get these home and try them.
And all available with PayPal Pay in 3 if you want to spread the cost. Shopontv.co.uk. 439513 is the item number. Whether you're going for single, double, king or super king, remember you get 2 pillows with the single and 4 pillows with all the other sizes.
I think it'll be one of your best buys as long as you buy it whilst we've got the stock. Sleep well. We'll see you later.
Yeah. Don't sleep well yet, because we are live. Well, if you've just tuned in, we're live from our Warrington studio, which is it's a really wonderful state-of-the-art facility that we've now sort of moved into pretty much full time, and it's great to be here. It really is, and great to have your company. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not, you haven't heard me say that, then I guess it doesn't really matter. Now, what I'd like to do is just quickly give a little mention to our website, shopontv.co.uk. We are I like to think of us as your official shopping show here on ITV and STV. We are a partnership with both those, well, with that broadcaster. They're technically one broadcaster, I think. And you tune in every night. Normally we're on between midnight and 3 a.m, well, every single night. And what are you doing for Easter? Send us an email. What are you up to this Easter? I'd love to know, just because I'm a nosy so-and-so. But look at these incredible Easter deals. Look, we've got a big umbrella there. Now, we've got some super-duper water features. My favourite is the brick well. Now, if you eagle-eyed members of you, if you ever see one of our garden shows, we've got one in our garden. We've got one in the Shop on TV garden. And it looks stunning, it really does. We're going to show you some video of it shortly. But there are 2 other versions. So this is the rustic brick well. Now, these are solar powered. They actually have a little portable solar panel, and they've got a pump, and it's very easy to assemble. And once you've sort of put them all together, you basically fill them with water. And they can go outside and stay on and running constantly, because they're obviously it's the light, the daylight that makes them work. There's the solar panel on the left. You can dig it into the lawn if you want to, or you can hide it in your shrubs, whatever you like. So no extra costs and incredibly low maintenance to run. Very attractive bit of kit, I must say. I really love this water feature. And they're made from a very solid, substantial resin. And they're hand painted as well, which I imagine there's not really any other way you could do it. Now, see the price, £90. Because of our special Easter extravaganza, when you put it into your basket, that £90 goes down to £81. We also have the Cascading Rock. Now, the Cascading Rock has a light in it, which is all rather lovely. Oh, sorry, and actually, I don't know if the Cascading Rock does. The other rock one does. The other one does. I love this. This is new. We haven't had this before. This has just come into stock. It's literally just come to the studio. They're just so beautiful and peaceful and calming. There's something about a garden that has a water feature in it, isn't there? But actually, you know what? It doesn't have to just... Oh, look, you can even plant your plants into that one. It doesn't... That's why it's called a planter, isn't it? I just realised. Doesn't have to be the garden. Because it doesn't need a water source. It is its own water source. Essentially, once you fill it up, it just recycles its own water round and round and round and round. So if you've got a balcony, anywhere you've got a little bit of space... you can have a rock feature, or a water feature rather. So we have also got, from Garden Wise, the solar, they're all solar, but the rock water feature. Now this also has a light. And it has a battery as well. So it will charge, the sun will charge it. So this you can use at night. The others, well, as soon as the sun goes away, obviously they stop working. But this one, during the sunlight, the daylight, it charges the battery. And then at night... the light comes on automatically. Look at that. Isn't that great? And the battery will keep it going through the night hours. So if, like me, you love, during that lovely summer evening, to sit outside with a glass of Chardonnay or Prosecco and just chill and have the ambience and the sound of a well. It's almost like white noise, isn't it? It's just so relaxing. They're really great, and that's £80 normally, but £72 when you put it in your basket now. And now, by the way, this Easter Garden extravaganza... God, the puns are terrible. It ends basically Monday at midnight. So what are we at? We're technically into Saturday now. So you have the whole of the Easter weekend and the whole of Easter Monday. But at literally the stroke of midnight, or 11:59:59 Monday evening, all the prices will go back to normal. So get yourself one of these now. But I just want to draw your attention to, if I may, the barbecue as well, because the barbecues, if you're going to buy... Now, I'll tell you what, we had the 4-burner barbecue. Now, it's a 5-burner because it's got a side burner as well. We had that on the air the other day, or last week I think it was, at $449. And actually we realised afterwards we weren't keen enough with the price because other people had dropped it and other people were selling it for a lower price. So we went, right, fine, we're going to go one better. So in the Easter Garden Extravaganza, the one that was $449, you can now get for, what is it? I can't see the price from here. So the 3-burner, what's the 4-burner? What's that? 419. It's down from 549 down to 419, and the 3-burner goes down to, what's it, 381? Oh, 375 actually, down from 499. And they're great. They run off of gas, so they're basically an outdoor gas oven. They're really, really good quality, and as I say, if the 3 or the 4-burner, you choose, but they both have side burners too, so you can actually be doing a pot of beans or something like that while you're grilling your chicken or your steaks or your, I don't know, whatever you fancy, your ribs. So do shop through our Easter extravaganza, for you will save many, many pennies. And indeed, pounds. Now, I'd like, if I may, to give you an idea, if you're looking for a new mattress, or if you've had your current mattress for a while, even if you're not necessarily, or didn't think that you were looking for a new mattress, you should... They say, I think it's every 5 to 7 years, change your mattress. Not with this, though, by the way. This has a 10-year guarantee. Honestly and truly, I own this mattress, not this very one. I own a Cocoon mattress with the topper. I've got a Super King size one. They are extraordinarily good. They really are. They're lovely and deep, so you've got that wonderful, almost hotel feel again. But I want to take you back to the very beginning. So, I want to tell you the story of silk. This is why these mattresses are so special. Because apart from the fact that they have individual pocket springs, which reduces motion transfer, so if one person gets into the bed while you're sleeping, or the other person is sleeping, the other person on the other side doesn't sort of bounce up and down, which with a serpentine spring, that would always be the case. See, look, at the end of the day, it's pretty simple, right? And I've learned this over the years of doing this job. What you need to eliminate from your life as much as you possibly can is what they call, this is a technical term, toxic sleep. In order to sleep correctly and properly, if you like, there are 5 different levels of sleep. And you have to go through each individual level to be fully recuperated and regenerated and restored and to heal and to, or get all the benefits of the reason that we sleep in the first place. If you get interrupted at any stage in that 5-cycle, 5-stage cycle, you can't go back and carry on where you left off. You have to start at the beginning again. So have you ever had a situation where you've gone to sleep and you've woken up in the morning and you felt like you've slept for hours, but you don't feel refreshed? You still feel groggy and irritable and tired and drowsy and lousy. That's because something in your life, in your bedroom, in your environment, your sleeping environment, is causing toxic sleep. Now, there are lots of different variables. The first one, make sure that the temperature in the room is right for you. Sometimes it gets too hot, and what happens? You wake up and you throw your covers off. And then it gets too cold, and you wake up and you pull your covers back on again. That's woken you up. That's broken your sleep cycle. So what you sleep under, duvet, very important, or covers, very important. So do tune in Thursday night into Friday. We have a Mulberry Silk show. If you don't have a Mulberry Silk duvet, frankly, you're just doing it wrong. I mean, honestly, it's the best. It is the best product I've ever had the pleasure of talking about or selling. Well, not selling, but demonstrating. The other one's pillow, because if your pillow doesn't support you sufficiently, or if it gets hot and you wake up, a hot head, and also if it gets wet, moist, because you sweat into your pillow, most of your heat is lost through your head, because your body is basically just it's a mobile stomach to keep your brain alive. Technically, it's just a mobile stomach. Your brain's just to make sure that your stomach stays alive. I'll get into that later if I've got time. Just in case you're going, huh, what? Basic organisms were a stomach, just literally a stomach, and they would just stand there or sit there or float there or whatever until the food came by, and they would, that's how they'd feed. And then I guess at some point in evolution, or whatever it is you choose to believe, they kind of went, it'd be easier if we went to the food rather than wait for the food to come to us. So they became mobile, you see. And that's what we are. And by the way, the average stomach has about the same number of brain cells as an intelligent dog. Where did I get job from? Sorry, dog. It's been a long day. Did you know that? Your stomach actually has brain cells. Yeah, anyway. So here, back to the mattress. Where did I get to? How did I get onto that? What was I even saying? I will tell you the full story of silk shortly. But I do want to point out that when it comes to pricing, these are superb. So the usual prices are the prices of the premium mattress from Cocoon. The Cocoon are the mattresses that are made and distributed by the official Mulberry Silk Company, courtesy of RK Sales here in the United Kingdom. Our partner, you can only buy these from us or from RK Sales. If you buy them from RK Sales, you will pay their full prices. If you buy them from us, you will not. So the blue prices, our prices, are actually the prices of, in fact, they are the prices of the base, the sort of the regular, the standard mattress, but also discounted further, I believe. You will get the premium version with the topper, with the Mulberry Silk topper. And I'll explain when we come back. And Ray from RK Sales will tell you a little bit about this in a moment from a clip that we've got. But I will extol further the virtues of why Mulberry Silk is a must-have if you want to sleep well. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Temperature in your room I got up to, didn't I, and all of that kind of stuff. And that led to stomachs for some reason. But I'll continue my story if you'll permit me, or if they don't grab me off the air, after Ray has explained far better than I ever possibly could why you need to get yourself one of these.
It's packed with silk, and because it is packed with silk, it's better, in our opinion, than, say, mattresses which don't have silk in them. Now, how this happened is quite simple. We decided to enter the mattress business roughly about 5 years ago, and we were in a very, very fortunate position, Rob, and I'll tell you why I say that. As you know from previous shows that we have done together over years, as a company, we exhibit at every major retail exhibition in Britain.
Yeah.
And we have done for 65 years. And we talk to the public. When we're live at an exhibition, we talk to the public. And we ask them their likes and their dislikes. And they tell us what they like and they dislike about their bedding. Now, we discovered by asking over a period of about 18 months, before we started to manufacture this mattress, we discovered that basically there's two types of mattresses you can get: memory foam or a sprung mattress. Now, some people like memory foam, but we discovered an awful lot of people were unhappy with it.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yes.
It made them too hot, and it tended, in their opinion, to lose shape very quickly.
Yeah.
In actual fact, that happened to my wife and myself. About 9 to 10, 11 years ago, we decided we would like a new mattress. We went to the shop that sells mattresses, and she made me lie in the bed and test it. I lay in the bed for 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes, thought this feels okay. Bought one, paid, I think, it was roughly close to £1,000 anyway for it, had it delivered, and 3 or 4 months after we had it delivered, I discovered I didn't really like it at all. I was overheating on it, and it lost shape very quickly, and I was sinking into a hollow within this memory foam mattress. So I was of the same opinion as the public, that based on the information we had gained over 18 months by talking to the public at roughly 100 retailer outlets every year, that springs were really much better than memory foam to have in a mattress.
But as we've already said, there are different types of spring.
Yeah.
Maybe we haven't really covered that. Well, there are different types of
Yes,
spring.
of course.
aren't there?
Well, the old-fashioned sprung mattresses, the springs within the mattress were very large in diameter. Each one was joined to the one next door, and they had a serpentine rail that ran round the outer. Now, the problem then was, of course, I weigh about 19, 20 stone. My wife weighed roughly 10 stone. And when I turned over in bed, the springs, because they were all joined together, you got motion transfer. When I turned over, she ended up rolling over on top of me and bumping into me.
Sometimes the only way you can get a cuddle,
It's the
isn't
only
it?
way you can get a cuddle. Rob, I've been married 48 years. You don't get many cuddles after 48 years. I can assure you. So what we decided to do as a company, we decided to manufacture a modern mattress with pocket springs.
Right.
Now, this is a cut-down version of what's inside this mattress. This is the pocket springs that you will find inside this mattress. Unlike the old-fashioned springs, these stand on their own. They are not joined together. Now, this is a medium firm support mattress. When you sleep in this, your body is going to be supported. You're not going to sink into a hollow.
Right.
It's not going to lose shape. It cannot lose shape.
Yes.
Because there's so many springs within the mattress. I think from memory, in a king, there's roughly 800 springs, which is quite a lot.
And they all contour, they fit the contours.
Yes, well, I'll show you this. This might interest the viewers. You'll find, because they all stand independently, the only springs that move in this mattress are the springs where the weight is directly above that particular spring. And to give you some indication of what I mean, if I press this spring down right in the corner, flat as a pancake, the springs either side don't move.
Right.
They simply don't move, because they're individual pocket springs.
And that was individual pocket springs, and that was by popular demand. So here is a little summary, not a wintry or indeed an autumny, but a summary of the mattress. Look inside the latest layered sleep technology from Cocoon Sleep Systems. I sleep so much better with this mattress, I really do. And I'll tell you something else. Silk, mulberry silk, it has such incredible properties because it has natural temperature regulation. I was going to say, this is what's so important. Temperature is really important when you're sleeping. And this will keep you at just the right temperature. And also, because it has temperature regulating properties, if you sleep next to somebody and they happen to run very hot and you run very cold, it doesn't matter because you're both going to get essentially a bespoke night's sleep. So also, I call it the anti-allergy mattress because dust mites do not like to live in silk. So mulberry silk is AAA grade mulberry silk, which is what is not only in the topper but also a layer in the mattress, is literally the very finest quality silk that money can buy. If you had a suitcase full of money and you went, right, I want the best silk money can buy, AAA grade mulberry silk would be it. Right? Now this has full length strands ranging from 1 to 2 miles in length, woven throughout the whole of the topper. There's probably 10, 11, 12, maybe as many as 15 miles of mulberry silk, full-length strands in here, all joined together with this cassette kind of stitching to keep everything in place. And so when you sleep on it, you stay cool in the winter. It keeps you warm in the winter, and cool in the summer. But it also wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture. And that means that it keeps you dry, helps to keep you dry as well. Plus, it's comfortable. Honestly, that pillow top is to die for. It's absolutely wonderful to sleep on top of. Standard size bedding as well, standard size covers as well. UK standard sizes. Nice and deep. It's a really, really good quality deep. Oh, and I meant to say to you, by the way, this comes to you rolled up. I don't know how they do it. Well, I do know how they do it. They extract all the air, so it's vacuum packed and it comes rolled. Now, I will say, if you've got a Super King, when my Super King arrived, it's very heavy. You will need some help to carry it. So this will be delivered to your door. Take it to the room, obviously, where your bed is, before you take the packaging off. That would be my recommendation. And then as soon as you cut the polythene or Europe, whatever it's called, the plastic outside, it just springs to life. You can throw all the packaging away, except I believe there's one bag that comes with it that, if I recall, that is there in case you do decide to send it back, and it's to put it in to keep it clean in the van. By the way, everybody gets a brand new mattress. If you send this back, and this is why the company is so confident with its 60-day sleep trial, if you send it back, they can't sell it to somebody else. They don't just give it a dust and roll it up and send it off to the next customer. No. Everybody always gets 100% guaranteed a totally brand new, untouched by human hands, or at least unslept on, mattress. They can't even give it to charities. Charities don't even accept these things now because they've been slept on. So they get destroyed. And, if these were being destroyed all the time because they were rubbish, then the company would have gone out of business a long time ago. So there's that. And 60 days, you can literally treat this as your own. Sleep on it, make love on it if you want to. Have the kids and the pets all have a bounce on it. Literally treat it like your own. And if you're not 100% satisfied, if you don't get a much better night's sleep, then you can just make one phone call, somebody will come and pick it up, and they will take it away, and you'll get all of your money back. So if it was Super King, $499, look, it's down from $899, £500 off. And that is the price of the standard mattress, but you get the more expensive and the more valuable mattress, the premium with the topper. We only ship the topper version to you. By the way, we've got some hellos that I'd like to do, if that's okay. So Jamie and Kaylee say, hi, Rob, we are back. How have you been? I'm great, Jamie and Kaylee. How are you? I'm back too. I was over in Madrid. Was it last week? Maybe it was a couple of weeks ago now. And so nice to be back on your screens as well. I'll be up here in our new Warrington studio. And Jackie with a Y. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? She says, morning, Rob. This Easter, I'm running the Easter egg hunt at our caravan park in Conwy. I've got lots of treats. I bet you have. And thinking of the rustic brick water feature to put outside the van. Yeah, get it now. Get it before Monday, because you're going to save a load of money on it. And it's already a great price anyway. Those water features are such good quality. They're big. They're really substantial. They're made of really, good quality, sort of solid resin. And also they are hand painted. They're seriously good. If I had a garden or a balcony, I would absolutely have one. And thank you very much. Yeah, I'm here all Easter weekend, basically. So we're going to go back to the mattress. I promise you, because I've been around this business for a long time, and I've tried and tested many mattresses. This was the one I bought. It's the one I chose. I wouldn't have done that if I thought it was rubbish, would I? And it genuinely is absolutely, I think, the best mattress money can buy. But also, because it's got silk in it, I've got mulberry silk everything. I've got the cocoon mattress, I've got mulberry silk duvets, mulberry silk pillows. I even have mulberry silk mattress covers. So I've got a double layer of mulberry silk that I sleep on and a layer of mulberry silk that I sleep under, and my head goes onto my mulberry silk pillow. And all of those products, the mulberry silk duvets and pillows and pillowcases, will be available again. Finally, we've got them back in stock. And so Thursday night into Friday night, we've got a whole show. So please tune in for that and make sure. If you haven't got mulberry silk, I recommend mulberry silk to everybody. And I would say to my friend, if you don't own a mulberry silk bedding, honestly, you're crazy. Here is Ray again with some more great information about this fantastic mattress.
As a company, we pay attention to detail. This is manufactured to the highest standards. We use the best fabrics. We've got people we consider to be experts. We export to countries all over the world.
Yeah.
We have a good reputation, I think it would be fair to say, for selling good quality merchandise at an affordable price. And the reason why our prices are so low, you might wonder why are they telling me it's wonderful and yet the prices are so low? Here's the reason why. Normally when you manufacture a mattress, a duvet, a pillow or a pillow slip, when you have it ready to be sold to the public, you take it to a distributor. He then takes it to a wholesaler, and the wholesaler takes it to the retailer. Now, each one of those people add on a margin of profit, quite rightly. Mm-hmm. They've done nothing wrong. They're entitled to make a profit for their work. We have eliminated those three people. We only have one partner. We call them partners in each country. You can only buy this mattress from myself at a live presentation or from Shop on TV. The buyers at Shop on TV are very professional, I can assure you, and very tenacious. And they buy very large quantities at an advantageous price. And they work in low margins.
Yes.
So basically what you're getting here is outstanding value for money,
and it's
backed up with a 10-year warranty.
10-year warranty.
Well, the coils are individual pocket-sprung freestanding coils. And because of the pocket sprung and the freestanding, they give you total and complete support. Each one is individual and they're not joined together, so they hold your body in the most perfect sleeping position. The silk within the mattress is AAA grade mulberry silk. If you do your research and Google or Wikipedia, they will tell you mulberry silk, especially AAA, is the highest grade silk in the world. You will also find dust mites don't like it. The allergy board will tell you that dust mites don't like silk. So people with allergies, please think about buying a duvet that has no dust mites in it. Yeah, I'm not saying it will cure your allergies. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical practitioner. I couldn't possibly claim that. But what I can say is, get rid of the dust mites, you're walking in the right direction. If you want a good night's sleep, buy one of these mattresses, put it in the bed. If you don't like it, and that's virtually impossible not to like it, we will refund your money, one telephone call, we'll come and pick it up, no problem.
We love that, man. We really do. Get yourself a Cocoon mattress. Look, I apologise. We've had a heck of a day getting everything moved into our studio here, and I'm not trying to make an excuse, but I'm not particularly compos mentis tonight, and I feel I've lost my superpowers and my mojo because I can't barely string a sandwich together. Excuse me. And on that note, excuse me, EcoFlow is a great thing that you put on your tap. It can save you water, but it also gives you 2 different types of stream. Now, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want 2 different types of stream? It gives you a wonderful aerated stream, and it also gives you a shower stream, and it's 360-degree rotatable, which means you can get to every little nook and cranny of your sink and make it lovely and clean. And you get all the adapters are included. This will fit most taps, pretty much every tap that's out there. Well, instead of me telling you about it, we've got the professionals in who can string a sentence together from a show that they recorded earlier here in this very studio. It's Sean and Hayley to tell you all about it.
We've got a product that I think every home needs. It's a very clever adapter for your tap that can actually help save you water, but also gives you the spray function.
Yeah, to be able to clean your sink properly. You've got 2 different functions on here, and you're getting a twin pack of the EcoFlow tap adapters for a great price with a great saving. 168901 is the item number. If you want to go for this, it's so simple to order with us here at Shop on TV, shopontv.co.uk, or you can order on the phone at 03333 241 241.
And when you see it in action, honestly, it is incredible. It virtually just screws onto the tap that you've already got. We'll talk you through all that. We've got Mark with us from EcoFlow as well. But then it allows you to have 2 different functions. And that first function means, and by the way, you don't need any tools, you don't need any plumber. It's so simple.
It's this simple.
It's going to help stop splashing. It aerates your water, so it's got an aerator function, which you'll find as well you won't use so much washing.
It reduces the water output.
I just like the fact you don't use so much washing up.
Bonus.
But we swapped our tap because we wanted a spray function like this. We bought a brand new tap, and for the price on your screen, you're getting 2 of these adapters. So you could put these on 2 different taps in the house. Perhaps you've got a utility room. You think, oh, well, I'd like it on the utility room as well. It's absolutely phenomenal. So easy to fit yourself, but allowing you to perhaps use the spray to rinse down your veg, to rinse down your plates after you've used them.
Also, it reduces on the splashes out of the sink and all around.
Which causes such a mess.
How many times are you mopping up all the excess water that you've wasted, that you've splashed back out of the sink? It's a twin pack, like we said, for such a great price. 168901 is your item number, and really, really simple.
And we've been reading through 5-star reviews. You absolutely love this when you get it home for so many different reasons. When you see how it works, honestly, it is fabulous. Simple to fit. It allows you so easily to have these 2 different spray functions on the one adapter, but you are getting 2 adapters, so you can use them in different areas. Perhaps you were thinking about the kitchen, perhaps you're thinking about the bathroom, or perhaps you're thinking about that utility room. Or my mum's got sort of an outhouse area where the washing machine is. I suppose that's a utility room to a degree.
It is to your mum.
But it's not quite so posh as a regular utility room. But perhaps you've got that outdoor area as well where you want to adapt that tap. Now, we're really excited about our guest as well, which is Mark. Really lovely to meet you, Mark.
Thank you for inviting me in. It's great.
What a great product.
It's an amazing product. I mean, we've been handling this product for about 25 years now, and we want to push it out to more people because it's such a great product.
Yeah. It's Italian manufacture, isn't it? You can feel the quality of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's just a simple fit, as you've already explained, goes on the end of your existing tap, so you don't have to make those purchases.
It's also going to fit most taps, isn't it?
Absolutely. A very, very quick, I popped into one of the big DIY stores on the way. 90% of the taps, which you'll see in a minute when we do it, but the end screws off and it just screws up on.
So if you were in that store and you saw Mark fiddling with taps, he was doing a little bit of his investigation, because it is so easy. Would you show us, actually?
Absolutely.
Because it's so simple to do. You don't need a plumber. We don't even need tools, do we?
Not at all, no. So your normal tap, the end, as I say, 90% of the taps, your end aerator will just screw off just like this.
Right.
Okay. So we just put that to one side. We usually put that in a drawer.
Right, okay.
So we've got
save that in a drawer
just
so
in case.
You've got it, yep.
And then it simply just screws on.
Well, if you moved, you could take this with you then, couldn't you?
You
And put
could,
the other
indeed,
thing
you
back on
could.
the tap.
And then we just say tighten, hand tighten, and that's it.
Good to go.
So show us now what this can do.
So, with the fitting, this is the aerated spray, so this will not splash up all over the countertop.
Clever.
Okay. In there, there's also a 360 ball joint, so when you move it over, your normal tap, you could only kind of move it like this. This, you can reach all the corners of your sink, because
That's brilliant.
I think when people are at home and they put all bits and bobs from the kitchen worktops in there, they want to have a
Clean sink.
Exactly
Yeah,
that, so that it gets
absolutely.
rid of all of that. So the second thing it does, so that's the aerated spray. You pull the collar down.
As easy as that. Did you see that? Just pull
great.
that collar down, and now it's gone to that fabulous. And that is so handy to have in the kitchen.
Absolutely,
For
absolutely.
rinsing your vegetables, it's going to be brilliant
Your
for
fruits,
your fruit.
but again, cleaning down the sink, rinsing your plates. Actually, I absolutely love it. For
Yeah.
that.
So again, we did say it's water saving. On this setting, it saves up to 18% of water.
Gosh, and that's because the water's
Incredible.
aerated,
Well,
isn't
what
it?
are they-
And with the spray function, even better.
Absolutely. So on the spray function, it's about 18% of water it saves, because there's a little restrictor just where that ball joint is, obviously, which restricts the amount of water that comes through. And then if we push the collar up to the aerated spray, that saves just over 11% of water
And
as well.
that's been tested, hasn't it? Was it by Bournemouth?
Yeah,
Bournemouth University.
Bournemouth University. They did a flow rate test on that. Sorry.
Brilliant.
And yeah, they corroborated the results from it.
Absolutely
I mean, that is
brilliant.
incredible. So, it's, you know, helping you save water, which is so important now with all the costs going up. But I just think going to be so handy for your kitchen. I think so. For us, we changed the whole tap just to get that spray function, but you've got that spray function and you've got that aerated function as well, which gives that really nice sort of, it feels like a softer water.
It really does, absolutely.
And lots of people mention with a washing up liquid, you don't need so much.
Absolutely. Again, with the extra bubbles that comes through, again, it just bubbles them up really nicely.
Now, it's also something called RAS approved. Now, RAS stands for Water Regulations Approval Scheme. What does that mean, Mark?
So it's an independent body. We wanted to have these RAS approved, so to give confidence to customers. If you go into, again, any of the big DIY stores, more or less all of the taps that you see for new kitchen taps like this will be RAS approved. It gives the consumer confidence that it's been through stringent testing and it's safe to use with water.
With
Brilliant.
it's brilliant.
Absolutely.
Absolutely brilliant.
great.
And so everything's there for you. You are getting a twin pack, remember, for that great price that you see on screen. 168901 is your item number. As far as how long it'll last, you were telling us a story just before the show.
This is brilliant.
Absolutely. Well, again, we had a couple phone us up just before Christmas and said, we'd like to order another one, please. And we said, of course, absolutely. So we went through and we had a chat to them. And I said to them, oh, by the way, you know, what happened to the last one? They went, we've moved.
We forgot to take
And
it.
we forgot to take it.
Oh, how funny. So it hadn't, worn out in 19 years. It
Not
was
in the
still
slightest.
working, but they left it.
They forgot to take it with them.
Don't do that.
So we were very kind and we sent them a free one.
Oh, you are
what a kind
Don't do
man.
that. You keep the end of your tap,
Yeah.
put that in the drawer, and when you move, take that off and take it
Take
with
it
you.
with you.
Absolutely.
Review-wise, we were mentioning right at the top of the show, it's had
great
great
reviews.
feedback. And take a little look at this. Fantastic. We're thinking of getting a new kitchen tap fitted, but this has made it completely unnecessary. It equalises the flow from the hot and cold sides and produces a good frothy spray and can be angled into the corners of the sink. It also allows a kettle to be filled, even with a sink full of washing up. That's a good one, isn't it?
So handy.
Here's another one for you. Not only saves water, but also reduces the amount of washing up liquid required. That was
That's the
Hayley's
one I liked.
favourite. Excellent product. Should be fitted to taps as standard.
It should, but gosh, for the price that you've got, and you're getting 2 of these, so that's 2 taps sorted. We honestly changed our tap completely because I wanted that spray
wanted the
function.
sprayer, yeah.
It's so handy when you're doing fruit and veg, when you're cleaning plates down before you put them into the dishwasher,
Cleaning
or if
the
you're
sink.
hand rinsing, hand washing your plates to rinse them down before you put them to drain. So I wanted that function, but we haven't got the other function because this has 2 functions, that aerated water as well. well.
saving on your water. And if
Which
you think
is phenomenal.
cost of everything is going up,
Yeah,
isn't it? So if we
if you
can
can
save anywhere.
a bit on your water, that's fantastic. And we were talking about how Bournemouth University have looked into that saving as well. But for me as well, the fact that because it's got those bubbles in, you know, because it's aerated, you won't need to use so much washing up liquid. I get through so much washing up liquid because our water is so nasty and hard, whereas if it's a bit more aerated,
yeah.
it wouldn't need so much.
Now, it's really, really simple to fit. Mark just showed us a moment ago, but on the back of the little leaflet that it comes with are all the fitting instructions. It will fit 90% or more of taps, but you get all these different adapters included.
Yeah, there's 6 adapters there, so you can actually adapt it, and we'll show you how they work. The other lovely thing is there's a phone number on that leaflet. Yes. So if you have any issues, and Mark was saying no one rings, so if you want to ring, do ring. There's a phone number there, and they can help you fit it as well. And their website is fantastic.
Talks you through everything, doesn't it?
But it is really simple. Once you watch Mark using this on different taps as well, because we have got different taps in the studio, you'll think, oh, hang on, yeah, that'll go onto mine, and you can get it home and so easily fit it. You're seeing exactly there how you just take the end of your tap off right now, and then you'll find it screws on. If it doesn't, we're going to show you how to use the adapter too. And don't forget, giving you 2 different functions, changing your tap completely.
I love the flow of the water, like we were saying. You don't get that splashback everywhere.
That's really annoying, because it's actually ruining our unit tops, isn't it? Because
the
water
granite,
marks,
the water stains.
Because it's continually splashing up when you're, doing things in the sink. So this is going to be brilliant for so many different reasons. Do please check out on the website or on the phones, but make sure every home, every tap should have these for sure.
What a brilliant price. You are getting 2 of them, remember, 168901, whether it's 2 of your own taps, whether you want to split it, maybe with your mum or your sister.
Well, lots of people got a utility room or an outdoor sink, or perhaps you even want to use it on a bathroom tap.
Outdoor sink could be good.
But we'll show you, because it's really easy to pop this onto virtually all the taps that you've got. Really brilliant product.
It's great, Mark. We're really blown away by it.
It's a wonderful, wonderful product. As you said earlier, it comes with 6 adapters.
Yep.
So again, we've got some other little models of taps here. This is a very popular model in kitchens that have been. So on this one, the adapter is actually up in the middle, so the aerator sort of unscrews from here.
Right.
So
this is Mum's tap, and I didn't even think about Mum's tap until I saw this, and I was like, oh gosh, it would be brilliant on Mum's.
So again, this is just one of the adapters.
So that's one of the adapters.
Yep.
So where are you going to put that?
So we're going to screw this onto here first.
Right.
So that goes onto your tap adapter, nicely like that. And then that, again, just goes up into the inside of the tap. And again, just hand tighten. And again, if you need to, obviously a little tea towel just to pull that tight.
To make sure it's nice and tight.
And then once again,
the job's done.
You're way to go.
And look, the fact you've got that adjustment, and it's a really smooth flow to the adjustment.
You can feel the quality.
That's really important to point out, isn't it? Italian made.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the manufacturers are in Italy. They're a family business as well. They've been going 62 years. And again, I think what that story we said about someone's had it 19 years, it's the quality that really shines through.
Definitely. We love that. If you missed that, a lady had hers for 19 years and she rang up for another one, and Mark said, what happened? She says, we moved. We left it on the tap.
We forgot to take it with us.
It's still working 19 years later. And how do we change the adapter from the aerating to the actual spray function?
So there's just a simple little collar here, which you put your fingers on and just pull it down.
How easy is that?
Right.
That will change it from the aerated spray to like the spray that you can use on your, say, your dishes,
veg, and your fruit. We've got another type of tap in the middle there. Again, it's fine for what we say 90% or more of taps.
Absolutely. With pop into the DIY store, had a very brief look, and 90% of them, the end of the tap screwed off. So again, it's very simple to take the aerator off and screw this directly in to the tap.
Brilliant.
Fabulous. And then if we do have a tap that it won't actually sort of work on, we have got a really clever adapter, haven't we? So it will work on it.
Absolutely, yeah. So again, we try to cover as much as we can, or all the bases for all the taps. So new taps are coming out each week.
Yeah.
So this is what we call our our S1 adapter. So again, this will go over the end of the tap like I've already put on here, and it's just so simple. And excuse me, I'm just going to unscrew
it. It is so simple. So as we say, really over 90% of the taps it will fit on without this extra adapter. Your details on the bottom of the screen, so really affordable to add it if
Really
you need
affordable,
to.
yeah.
But that is available if you have got a tap that it won't fit on for any reason.
And then simply goes over the end of the tap, and then the tap adapter itself just screws onto the bottom.
Oh, clever.
And then you've got your water saving, etc., and all the other benefits that come with it.
So many benefits. Every tap definitely should have one of these, and you're getting 2 of these in the pack.
Do you know what? I was in the staff kitchen here at our Warrington studio, and I thought that looks just like an EcoFlow. Turns out it was. We've got them here. They're everywhere now. They're really good. And I remember when I looked at kitchens, because you can get these fancy taps for kitchens, can't you? They're very expensive. You could spend hundreds on taps. By the way, this is the Gurmy. This is your mattress vac, although it will work on so many other things. We have a web message, actually, from, was it Stuart? We'll show it in a moment, but he's thinking about getting one of these. They are good. You will be shocked within an inch of your life, I believe, when you use this for the first time and then you see the rubbish that, that comes out of it. Even on, like, as I say, on clean, what you think is clean, there's so much dirt and dust and grime and grit that you can't see, and you will when you clean the filter on one of these. So honestly, it's $79.99. It's a really powerful vac. It's got UV sterilisation there. Oh, it was John, excuse me, not Stuart. Loving the show. Might buy that fancy vacuum. Thank you. I don't know if that's your accent, John, but if it's not, I just, I like to make things up. You've got these 2 beaters that basically will help to bring the dirt to the surface. And he can't wait to alter the... Duncan says he can't wait to alter the DNA of the bed bugs. Thank you very much indeed for everyone who's enjoyed the show tonight. Again, I apologise, I'm not really on my top form tonight because I haven't slept in 48 hours. But it's been worth it because now we are live. We're live. Here's some more information with Bev Hare and Matt McNamara about the Gurmy.
Bev, what are we looking at here if we do a quick
Right,
reboot?
we've got a mattress vac that has the UVC light, which will actually alter the DNA structure of your bed bugs and your dust mites. So it totally eradicates them without the use of chemicals. Because over the years, the mites and the bed bugs have become resistant or becoming resistant. So they're having to alter and make the actual things that they've used on there, the chemicals that they've used on there, much stronger, and eventually they are detrimental to the fabrics they put in them on and also to us. So this is what Gurmy have come up with, is this particular little vacuum that will alter the DNA structure rather than you use chemical. Now, what I'd like you to do, I've done this little bit here. I'd like you just to do your little bit there, if you would.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
So how do I do it? Just press the button and go, yeah?
This is so easy
so
to
press
do.
and then go.
Backwards and forward, yeah. Just back like you
Just
would
like
a
that.
vacuum. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's good fun.
Isn't it good?
Really enjoying this. Yeah.
It's lightweight, isn't it?
Yeah, very lightweight, very easy to
So
use.
let's have a look and see what you've selected.
Okay.
Because it's all the dirt and stuff that
Ready?
you can't see. Yeah?
Yeah.
Absolutely, feel
There you
free.
go.
So then to empty it, all you need to do is twist that. That's your container. That's all washable. Okay, right. See, you didn't see that.
Still some fluff, but you can see you've got even more in there.
Yep. Oh, yes, we have. Yeah, absolutely. It's cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, didn't see that. And look at the hair.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
Oh, it's not grey, is it? It's not one of mine.
Right, this is your filter. That's from
look at
your
it.
side.
That was
Yep,
from those.
look.
That is
Yep.
microscopic.
I mean, that is just
plumes.
amazing because it looks clean.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And that is what you just picked up.
Wow.
And that's dead skin cells. That could be the dust mites if that's in there. If you've got bed bugs, that's how you're going to get rid of them. Then everything gets washed. All you need to do is rinse that under the hot water tap, let it dry naturally, don't put it on the radiator, and then you're ready to go again. If you've got a guest house or a B&B, what a fantastic thing. You could actually put, you know, we've got a mattress cleaner that we do the thing to change. I mean, you know, do your own research, make sure everything's fine.
I mean, just to know that you've got that extra level of peace of mind, you know, where you know you've cleaned, you've vacked, you might have steam cleaned, but you've got your Gurmy mattress vac to go that extra level, that extra push to know that you've got everything clean, but you've got everything really, really deep cleaned, you know, nice and clean, peace of mind, and knowing that you've got every little bit of microscopic, unseen dust or anything else that I don't even want to name check it, what is collected. Everything Bev's been talking about, you know, mites, allergens and eggs and all sorts. And it's the UVC light, don't forget, that Bev's been talking about. It's the 3,000 vibrations a minute with your revolutions inside. That's disturbing and dislodging everything.
Yes.
It's the suction, of course. It's the HEPA filter. It's everything sort of coming together. It's more than the sum of its parts, isn't it?
Yes, it's a complete unit. That's the idea. And also, they want something that's, you know, we're not going to cause another problem. We've probably got the problem of the dust mite, and then you think, well, I'll have to go and get a chemical, which will then cause another problem along the way. So this, because it's as natural as they can get it, you've got the suction, you've got the HEPA filter, along with the UVC light, which will alter the structure of the DNA. That's how it eradicates them. And also, if you've got pets, the fleas and things like that, they tend to lay them under the radiators on the floor because obviously they hatch out every 5 days. Don't buy expensive flea stuff. Use that underneath the radiators, go round your room on the edge, and that will help to eradicate what you can get it. But as I say, just empty it out and then just give it a quick rinse.
Yeah, and we've been emptying it inside here, obviously, to show you the plumes of dust coming off it and all sorts. But yeah, outside over a bin. But then, as Bev says, wash it through if you're washing and cleaning the HEPA filter. If you're waiting for your filter to dry, you might want to add a spare one onto your order today. That's absolutely your call. We're not saying, oh, you have to get this. But if you want to know that you've got two, one of them's clean and drying, with the money you're saving today, you might want to put it towards a spare filter. It will fit the model perfectly. It'll be there. It'll be in the cupboard, ready to go whenever you need it. It's $12.99 right now. Factor in your delivery costs on everything that you're ordering on shopontv.co.uk. Order it on the phone with everything else. It's 03333 241 241. That's the spare filter. It already comes with a filter though, so don't panic. And the main Gurmy machine, here you'll find it under item number 853766. It's what we said at the start of the show. It's the regular viewers that are saying, oh, they've got it, it's in stock and it's at the price I was waiting for. But it's also, Bev, the people tuning in today that just didn't realise that they wanted or needed one.
I know, neither did I. I mean, perfectly honest, you know, when they were sending me home, I thought, well, do I really need that?
But it comes with you on holiday, so...
Yeah, but then when I read about how it works and what it does, I thought, yes, definitely. So as I say, I do my suitcases when we come back. I've even done the winter coats, you know, because you can.
Not? Yeah, because you do. You sort of mothball them in inverted commas, don't you? In the summer months until you get them out in the winter months.
Absolutely.
But then you've got things like your winter duvets that you might, like the different TOG settings.
Yes.
You might roll them up and keep them for the
winter and the summer you change over. Yeah, absolutely. Sleeping bags, you know, that sort of thing. If you buy second-hand things, do it with that. I mean, you know, even if it's clothes or whatever, yeah, it's so easy to do. I mean, and I do think, quite honestly, the more you do it, the better it'll be. I mean, I just can't believe where that bit's come
If
from.
you just tuned in, that's just from our rather new mattress. I mean, no one's sleeping here, are they? No.
Not as we know to.
That we don't know about, no.
If I can't find my way home, I might be.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind. It's a nice looking mattress. So
the thing is, when you take this out, it's so easy and simple, right? So that goes back in, and then all it does is twist into place, right? So you can wash that and keep that nice and clean. And also, because it's doing two jobs, it's using the vacuum and the suction, it's using the vibration, but also it's doing something with it. It's not just a normal vacuum.
Yeah.
It's actually helping to eradicate the things we'd brought it for in the first place. And let's just take this one out.
So we're going above and beyond what we'd usually be vacuuming here. You know, you've got your UVC light. Oh, look at this. And
that is a new cushion.
It's very satisfying though, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it?
You wouldn't be without yours, would you?
I would not. This is mine. I'm taking this home. This is coming home before I get in the car.
And if you're watching Just Tuned In, or you're a regular viewer of ours, and you know that it really is Bev's own Gurmy mattress vac.
It's got nail varnish on.
Oh, this is coming home with me. It really is going home with her. It is her personal Gurmy mattress vac that she didn't realise she could live without, but couldn't live without rather, and she knew that she wanted one when she first saw it. So you can spread the cost if you want on PayPal Pay in 3, $28.31 over 3 months if you are including it will include your delivery costs. But here it is in action. So are you going over some furniture, some pet baskets or pet cushions, some old cushions that maybe you haven't washed them for a while? Is it got your UVC sterilising lamp in there as well? So beyond the 3,000 vibrations per minute that are dislodging things like your dust mites and your eggs and your allergens and your pollens in there, the 3,000 vibrations are doing that. They're dislodging everything, and then the vac is vacuuming them up, and then that very, very fine filter is gathering them, and then you're getting it all for $79.99 today, plus your delivery, of course, down from $149.99. Bev, anyone sitting on the fence?
Right, you don't want to use chemicals anymore. You need one of these at home. Honestly, you will be amazed.
It's one of those things, isn't it? It's one of those products that you don't know you need until you realise, holy cow, is all that stuff potentially living in my mattress or in my curtains or my pillows and cushions and things like that? And the answer is yeah, probably. Well, what can I say? Thank you very much. This has been our inaugural live broadcast from our Warrington studio, which you've seen before, many of you, if you're regular viewers, in those clips, obviously, because we've recorded shows up here. But this is the first time we've gone live, and it's been wonderful. And thank you very much for watching. If you've emailed and I haven't had a chance to reply tonight, apologies. I think we got most people. And do get your Cocoon mattress, because honestly and truly, I cannot talk highly enough about this mattress. It is so good. And I just want to remind you, Thursday night into Friday night, do tune in for the Mulberry Silk Show, because it will change your life. It's bedding. It's the craziest thing. You'd never think a duvet and a pillow could change your life, but I believe it absolutely will. It did change mine, and I have many, many stories to tell you about that. So I will see you again tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we have the return of the Henry vacuum. Yes. Also, what else? What was it, Leslie? Oh, good morning to Anthony. Hello, Anthony. Thank you very much for watching. We've got one last little message about to pop up on the screen. Oh, no, we haven't, because apparently there's no time. We're out of time. So thank you, Anthony. We appreciate you taking the time to send us a little ditty. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night with Henry. And then that's it. That's all she wrote from everybody here in Warrington. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.